Oh, hello there. So my wife went to a local thrift store and in her words, she found the mother lode. And she found a pretty good haul. And as much as I make fun about her watching videos, people doing their hauls when they go shopping, I'm going to do a haul video. I'm a big Star Trek fan. And after the characters, my favorite thing about it are the ships. I really love them. And she found basically a box full of ships. So I'm going to show you some of them. Enterprise A. I forget who made this, but I've seen it recently. This one did not come from the stand, but this is probably in my top 3 ships. It's not, or excuse me, top 5. Maybe number 3. I haven't decided yet. It's not my favorite, but I do like the Constitution refit here. Looks like it's going to need a little work, but that's okay. It's going to spend some time to shine. Now, my old buddy James Hill, he loved the Klingons. He loved the Klingon ships. I wish he was still here with us so I could show him this. A Klingon bird of prey. Let me back it up just a little bit. The wings, if you will, do not move. I'm not sure. I thought this was a toy, but if this is a model, it's been painted really well. I think this lights up. There may be, I don't see anywhere for batteries to go, is how I don't think it's a toy, but still nice markings. Can't tell if it's a Burial or Cavort. Here's a funny one. Comes with a stand. It is the Enterprise B. B is in Butch. Now, I remember reading about these. If you know the Excelsior class, you know these nacelles, or the engine thingies, as some people call them, are on backwards. And as if I recall correctly, some of these came out. And if you find them in the box, none of these have a box. For a while there, they were, my understanding again, they were going for quite a bit of money. But then people were buying them, turning them nacelles around, and then trying to pass them off. This is not a model. I don't think it makes noise, but it's kind of heavy in the front. Going to have to do a little more research, but I can see screws in it. 1, it's pretty funny. 2, I do like the Excelsior class. Obviously, I don't like the wrong nacelles, but that's just kind of funny personally. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, yes, get that one. Here we have the NCC 1864 USS Reliant from Star Trek II Wrath of Khan. And if you see the piece of tape down here, part of the bottom of the saucer comes off. This thing's actually pretty darn huge. I mean, I think it's one of the biggest ships in here. Unfortunately, it's missing the opposite number here. That was not part of. This one needs to be cleaned up a little bit. I look forward. All these need to be cleaned up a little bit. I'm not sure. Somebody had these somewhere. They, just a little water, safety. NX-01. You might say this is Earth's first starship. The first Enterprise, Captain Archer's. Comes with the stand. Don't think it makes any sounds or lights up, but it might. Those nacelles look like they might be hollow. They're on the Broussard collectors, if you know what I'm talking about. Amusingly, here's the first duplicate. This is a Romulan Dideric's class. I was really in love with this. This is from Playmates. You can tell because it's got the buttons here, and down here is where the batteries go. I just always thought this was a cool looking ship. Like the way the neck comes out, but it's so much wasted space there. I know in one of the novels, the Enterprise D, Picard's, aka the big one, the fat one, I think, hid in this space in the I don't know if that's actually possible, but size-wise, yes, it's that big. Pun intended. Here's another one from my old buddy James. Another Klingon. This is another, I'm pretty sure this is Playmates, because this is where the sounds would come out, and this is where the batteries would go. Yeah, here's the buttons. I think he had this, not this specific one, but this is the Negvar. It was the updated Klingon bird of prey. Is it Negvar? No, I don't think this is the Negvar. Covort, Burial. I'm not up on my Klingon ships. But this is what the Klingon ship in the Next Generation look like. If you are familiar with Star Trek and you remember the original series, you can see that is a successor to the Katinga, also known as D7 class. Here's a cool one. The Tri-Nacelle Enterprise D with the mass cannon destruction. This is from exactly one episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. The final episode, all good things. Pretty sure this is a Playmates. I was looking for the battery placement. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, it's right here. So, I'm not a big fan of the D, the Enterprise D. I remember building it as a model and just seeing how top-heavy it was. And honestly, that made me fall out of love with it. But they turned the old girl into a big battleship, so... pretty sure this is Playmates. If my glasses were better, I could tell you. You can see the buttons. This is a Romulan warbird, or bird of prey. A bird of prey. From the original series, the one with Shatner and Nimoy. Actually, using story, this is the successor to this, which actually flew this way because you have the bird. Because originally in the this first appeared in Star Trek III, The Wrath of Khan. I'm sorry, Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. And the Klingon enemy Krug stole a bird of prey, and it became that to keep it Klingon. I'm saving one for last because I couldn't believe it. This thing was really nice. Not a fan of the D, Enterprise D. I do like the Enterprise E, the Sovereign class. Looks like, I guess this is where Stan goes. Obviously, you can see the screw hose. This is, I hate to call them toys, but a toy. Here's some buttons right here. I have to look over it a little bit more to see where the batteries go. Maybe back here. I don't know, but again, needs a little love. All of them need a little love, but that's great. Got a free floating stand here for somebody. Don't know who. Yeah, could go right there on the E, the Sovereign class. A few more. This is a metal Excelsior, which I don't know what this is because I know they had a sticker on it from the thrift store, but that is not the Excelsior's serial number. The number for the Excelsior is NCC 2000. So I'm kind of curious what this is. I'll have to do some more search. It's metal, about maybe 3-4 inches long. No colors, but still, I love ships. Next to last, my favorite ship in all of Star Trek is the original Enterprise, NCC 1701. When Kirk had it, this little baby right here. This is a Micro Machine, which I actually already own one of, but you can't have too many Enterprises. And lastly, this is the first thing she showed me, and I'm like, oh my God, get that, get that, get that. Amusingly, as I said, I'm not a fan of the Galaxy class, the Enterprise D. I am a fan of this. This is the, let's see, which one is this? This is the USS Sutherland. This is a Reliant class. No, not Reliant. Nebula. It's basically a pared down version of the Galaxy without the body. Kind of like how Yeah, they're all over the table here. This is the Reliant class is a pared down refit. Notice the saucer here. Notice the nacelles, and this is the body section. This is just the saucer and the nacelles. So honestly, it was a great way to reuse a lot of the same models. But I really like the Nebula class. Me and some fellow nerds were talking one time. You know, if we were admirals, what would what class would our ship be? Everybody's going, oh, I'm going for the Enterprise D. I'm going for this. I'm like, I'm just taking Nebula class. You know, they're cool. They're nice looking. Unfortunately, the Micro Machine Enterprise is the only one that I got in my favorite ship. But there's a lot of nice ships here. My wife, God love her. I love her. She's so awesome. She takes care of me and she helps me with my nerdiness. So, still just cracks me up. I think I remember seeing one of these at Walmart in a package, and wish later I'd picked it up because I didn't know. For a while there, it was going pretty expensive. Anyway, there we go. Wanted to share that with you. Nerd out a little bit, and I'll see you next time.